Passports already have an NFC chip, which could be used for other authentication services also. I think for the overall web it would be better for people to authenticate themselves using their passports. Yes, it would feel like a privacy violation, but what if you have nothing to hide, have no bad intentions? Then why would you mind authenticating yourself, being yourself while entering a website or service? For our children, many people have used age verification already to protect them from adult sites and pedos, but this does not help. Our children are smart enough to go around it. We must use the passport and NFC authentication with a special agreement, stating that the information we log in may not be in no circumstance be used for anything or marketing for third parties. Instead, a centralized server with supervision above supervision, without them knowing who is performing the supervision above them, will be supervising in the means of not showing their identities publicly, and make sure no exceptions or corruption takes place in this. This improves child safety drastically. NFC authentication with fingerprint authentication both would be even better to make sure our children do not get our passports and use it. But authentication would be better overall if we use NFC combined with a fingerprint for online purposes, maybe even together with something like a YubiKey. The options are endless. We just have to make sure the monitoring of the departments from layer to layer without knowing of each other will prevent corruption. When it comes to the authenticity of the NFC chip, we must have a method to prevent duplication so people cannot copy it. Unique strings would be best, strings only a few know about. Encrypted strings per chip, which cannot be copied along. Then when it comes to hidden information, employees must never have access to these. The select group that does must be monitored by a separate group and those by another in a 3-layer setting. With everyone understanding information leaks and corruption leads to the direct download and copies. With the technologies today, some simple things could prevent big things from happening. An obligation for parents to use any kind of GPS tracking, whether hidden inside objects or visible watch, is a good idea. For every parent, with government support funds, whether rich or poor, so they can track on the mobile phones their kid has reached the school and is safely coming from the school. This should be a standard for every government to support. As money does not even exist for real, we know, oh no, the system is fake, a number can be entered on a server and that will be money. The government must apply in such a GPS tracking system. The government should also stop using Windows-based operating systems and become fully Linux-based to prevent information security problems, just as Google has done years ago by throwing out every Windows system and getting fully operational on Linux, even creating their own Chrome OS Linux-based system.